I'll do my best.
Do you have a few spare caps for old Scotty? Thank you, man. You have something good with me. Aye, lad. I can always help a friend. Besides, I can be silent like a grave. Oh, what a strange question. I'd suggest to use the door ladder. Oh, you want to make a catch, huh? Listen, I worked for Bowie. I cleaned his office and other crap, but not for long. The guy is very stingy. Now listen, I realized at the time that the robots in the bank were controlled by a terminal in his house. You could deactivate the robots from the terminal. Then only the alarm system prevents you from entering the bank silently. Always welcome. This greedy sucker deserves to be a bit relieved. Well, if you're good with a gun, look up the sheriff. As far as I know, a few bounties are exposed. You can also try it at the Waste Track Company. But you won't get in so easily if no one vouches for you. Mr. Bowie is always looking for special weapons. As far as I know, he even pays well for it. It's a bit surprising since he is a real miser. But be polite when you speak to him. It's best to talk to him with sire. He's easy to anger if you behave not according to his ideas. Better don't anger him. This guy has to be taken very seriously. Well, if you have the necessary caps, you can enjoy Madame Jennings' House of Delights. But it's a very exclusive club, and below 1,000 caps runs nothing. If you ask me, the girls aren't even worth it. You could play with Perla 1 month for that price. Perla you could find over there at Cooper's. She knows her business, but she left her best days behind her a long time ago. Cooper's is also the only bar in town. There you can get some drink or play a round of Caravan. But be careful with Cooper. The guy has some on the scoreboard. If you spoil your chances with him, you're quickly done here. Thanks, man. You're a real buddy. Depends on what you need. You can get almost everything in Bowie Town if you have the necessary caps. For a small purse, I would recommend the general store. It has a good selection. Only weapons are sparse. For guns, you have to go to the arms shop of the company. You'll find it in City Hall. Most of the weapons are built by themselves. If you want to give your spirits a boost, look at Tucker. With him, you'll get everything you need to fly high heaven. Just go over to share and sleep. It's the only hotel in town, very clean, and you can even cut your hair there. If this is too expensive, behind the general store you may find a rotten mattress. As long as you don't mind a few bucks. As far as I know, Mr. Bowie tries to find a buyer for his apartment house. But as I know the old miser, he will probably want an unheard sum for it. You want to know something about me? No one has asked me that for a long time. But, well, if you're really interested, I grew up in the NCR, over there in Old Shady Sands. That's how the NCR was once called, you know. My parents had a small farm, right out of town. Being a farmer, no, that was nothing for old Scotty. So I joined the caravans and travelled across the wastelands. Some years ago, I guess I must have to be around 30, he ended up here in Bowie Town. Cooper, this rat, took all my caps from playing caravan. The guy really knows the game. Well, and maybe he's cheating. However, I didn't want to let that sit on me and got me a little credit with Bowie. I thought I could win me caps back. No way. Cooper took me except for the last dim. So I was looking for a bit of work here in town to pay back my debts. It took me nearly 10 years of my life to scratch the caps I owe Mr. Bowie. Now I'm too old for the caravans. A true monster, I can tell you. Only recently he attacked a woman and her little daughter. He killed the woman, but the little one escaped. Now she is with Dr. McCoy in the clinic. This poor little thing. The last thing I heard about this rat was that he was heading for Eric Creek. Guess because his face became too well known in the area. Mud and his two boys have disappeared for quite a while. It's rumored that Harcourt have found something valuable. This old bastard always had a good nose for business. I'm sure there's something big behind it. After all, he left his well-going business behind. Some say the White Legs took their scalps, but I don't believe it. About 3 months ago, they suddenly came back after a long absence. Since then, they have something in the pipeline. I'm sure of it. I'd like to get into their house and look around. But just look at my fingers. Completely crippled by caravan play. I'm glad already if I can hold my bottle properly. A bobby pin wouldn't even be able to fish out of my pocket. I won't go anywhere.
You wanna fly? Tucker has it. Believe me, I've everything. From amphetamines to cinnamon. Just fly with me. Yeah, most of it, but not everything. A lot is from Vegas. Can't get excellent stuff. I also buy a few things from the caravans. Hey, maybe you can help me. You look as if you are coming around a lot. Great, great. You know, my wheat dealer has bitten the dust. A fucking 80s bastard shut him down. My supplies are almost exhausted. That's a fucking disaster. Okay, not a big one. The stuff wasn't the best, to be honest. It always smelled a bit like a mothball. Not directly. I want to grow the dope myself. A couple of years ago, I met a guy who had wonderful seeds. He used something special to fertilize them. But I can't remember. Anyway, this weed was fucking amazing. Amazing, believe me. And now I'm looking for him. I can't remember his name. And that dope was a real burner. His name was something like Makoko. If you can find him, I'm sure you can make a deal for some of his seeds. Great, bring me the seeds, and I will mix you a special mind blower. My little lab and my breeding station. Down there, I raise all kinds of mushrooms. Some of them I have treated with radioactive material. The results were amazing. You can create some wonderful brews out of it. Why? Well, I don't care actually. You better use the breathing mask unless you want to get addicted by my spores. The biter? I shouldn't have given the guy from my brew. He was such a nice guy once. I've heard that he's roaming the area of Arid Creek. In your place, I would look there for him. He's a very tall guy with a black beard. Just fly with me.
let's dance. Wow, I'm actually still alive. Who would have guessed?
That news was brought to you by the Tops Casino.
Okay, boss. I'll just wait here, alone. While my
Okay.
heavily armed
Just don't be
companion
gone long.
moves out of earshot.
Sunburn
I'm
easily.
sure nothing will happen.